When a user connects to Rook, we typically need to wait for new activity data to be generated, such as physical summary or sleep summary, before receiving data through our webhook. This means that if we want to test payloads, validate JSON structures, or verify webhook handling, we would normally need to wait until new health data is recorded. But what if we want to start testing immediately after the user links their data source? In this video, we'll explore the pre-existing data feature. As explained in a previous video, how does Rook extract data? Rook supports two types of data sources: API-based data sources and mobile-based data sources. This distinction is important because the pre-existing data behavior differs depending on the source type. For the API-based data sources, Rook's pre-existing data feature retrieves historical health data when a user connects their data source for the first time. For the mobile-based data sources, you have to use the SDK methods to sync the data. This data is automatically extracted and delivered to your configured data webhook. The retrieval window depends on the source type. API-based sources, up to 7 days of historical data. Mobile-based sources, up to 29 days of historical data. Once the user is successfully linked, the pre-existing data will be delivered within a maximum of 24 hours. This feature operates independently of whether the mobile app is open or running in the background. However, it is important to note, the historical data must already be synchronized within the data source app. Rook can only extract data that has been properly synced and made available by the source, provided that the required permissions were granted at the time the data source was connected. Additionally, this feature enables the calculation of an initial ROOKScore, allowing clients to obtain meaningful wellness insights immediately after user connection. For more details about ROOKScore, please refer to the dedicated ROOKScore video. The pre-existing data feature can deliver the following summaries: physical summary, body summary, sleep summary, ROOKScore. However, the availability of each summary depends on the specific data source. You can refer to the comparison table shown on screen for detailed availability by provider. As mentioned earlier, in order to receive summaries for past days, the data must be fully synchronized in the original data source. There are some important variations depending on the provider. Polar does not provide physical or body summaries as part of pre-existing data. Whoop returns the same body summary for the previous 7 days, reflecting the most recent available body metrics. Garmin, if the same user links twice within the same client account, but with a different user ID, pre-existing data will only be delivered during the first connection. It will not be sent again on subsequent links. Let's test this feature step by step. In the ROOK Portal, navigate to Customize. Enable the pre-existing data feature. Ensure your webhook is properly configured. Without a configured webhook, the historical data will not be delivered. Now, let's move to the connection page. We define a user ID, in this case, user A, and connect user A to Garmin. After logging in and granting all required permissions, the linking process completes. In the ROOK Portal, navigate to Logs. Here, we can review all summaries delivered for the user A. You will notice that the data was delivered today, but the summaries correspond to previous days. If we inspect any log entry, we can confirm that the pre-existing data key is set to true. It's important to note that, for historical data retrieved through the SDKs, this key may appear as false. In those cases, the other critical field to verify is the datetime field, which reflects a past date, even though the webhook delivery occurred today. This confirms that pre-existing data has been successfully extracted and delivered to our system. From this point, the data can be stored in your database and displayed to your users immediately without waiting for new activity to occur. Start receiving your users' data as soon as they connect and take full advantage of the historical data that Rook can provide. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.